Hey guys, it's Drea. Today I'm here with a new video for you guys. I don't know if you guys have heard of like your own like season, your own palettes as like humans. This is new to me. I've been kind of diving into it a little bit more. It's been really big on TikTok for people to figure out what their color tones are, just to understand makeup better, or to understand like what brings out your features a little bit better when you're doing like just personal styling in general. I thought it was really interesting and I really wanted to go and get like my whole color analyzation done by a professional, but some of the ones in New York City are a little expensive. They are costing like $450, $300, and I just don't want to pay that right now. I think that'll be valuable maybe later in the future or whatever. It might be fun to do, but it is a lot of money to put down to understand your color tones. I had noticed that on TikTok people were using different applications and things like that, so I checked out the Color Me Wise test and they told me that I was a deep winter, which I already assumed that I was, but what I didn't know was that deep winters weren't exactly leaning warm because they're like in the winter palette and they lean mostly cool. But me as a deep winter can also lean a little bit warmer if I wanted to, and it'd be okay, but it is better to stay in the cool tone color palette. Now, this was a complete shock in a way because I've always used warm tones for my makeup in general. Recently, like I said, I've been kind of diving in, so I've been trying to pick like plummier tones for my lip. After doing some research, I felt like I leaned more towards deep winter because of the fact that like I have really dark hair, really dark eyes. My skin is pretty neutral. Side note, but I do want to make this like part 1, part 2 energy. So this part 1, I want it to be more on like the makeup look, and part 2, I want it to be more on like the styling for my deep winter color palette. I hope you guys find this really interesting. I am going to be doing my makeup today, posting a photo here of what my makeup usually looked like pre like understanding my tones. In general, I was like blonde, and like looking back at photos now, I do look better with my all black hair. Like I have just been absolutely obsessed with it. I can't wait to kind of like harmonize and like bring it all together. I will also be linking down the Color Wise Me test in this. It's not sponsored or anything. I know it's gonna be like a fun little moment. Okay, so just wanted to give that context overall. I hope that it's not too scrambled. Since we're gonna be doing my makeup, you guys are gonna see my hands, and I don't have my press-ons on, and my nails are, I'm a nail biter, sadly. We're just gonna ignore my hands for the rest of the time being. This is the only time I will mention it, and then after that she's gone. Let's get started into our makeup for deep winters experimenting. If you guys are a deep winter, follow along. If you're not, still follow along because I think this is going to be really fun overall. Let's put on our headband. Ooh, we're gonna hide her. I'm pretty sure that this is also in my deep winter palette. Also wanted to mention as to why I am still somewhat dressed in my deep winter palette right now. It's best to wear something in your color palette while you are doing your makeup, so you just are able to harmonize your makeup a little better. Because winter leans more cool toned, technically the best jewelry tone for you or for like winters is silver, and I am 100% like a gold girly. Like that's all I have in my jewelry box basically. Again, take this with a grain of salt because it is a Color Wise Me app. I'm sure that if you go to a professional, they can tell you a little bit more. This is just based on some info that I have been like reading into and just like looking things up, just doing my own bit of research essentially. I will tone these down in a second, but I like them drying up and then me going back in to clean it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with my Merit, the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. I've been using to spot conceal and it's been going pretty well. I have it in the color Bisque, if you guys were wondering. I definitely have to like shave my mustache, but we're here and we're trying our best. It also just happens to be an insanely gloomy day. As per usual when I'm filming, apparently it just does not like being warm. Mostly going over some dark spots from just me being a pimple popper, but I can't help myself. Okay, that's pretty good. We're not perfect. We're just gonna try somewhat of our best. We're giving it a 90%, maybe an 80%. So I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. I got it in the color 30N, which is 30 neutral. And I'm gonna try not to put on too much, honestly. We're going to just do a little there. No! I'm gonna take this off. Sorry. I just realized I do have it in Cool and I want to try it. We're just gonna start all over with that bit. This is the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer in 28C. So these are the differences. This one leans a little bit more yellow and this one here leans a little more pink. Okay, let's just, oh yeah, that like melts into my skin tone. I think at least it's looking like that on camera. That looks pretty good. You guys tell me, but I think that is a pretty good match overall. I'm going to go in with my under eye brightener. This has been a new obsession for me. Also forgot to mention this, but Merit did send me this complexion stick along with a couple other things. So thank you, Merit, so much for sending this over. I'm a big Merit fan, as you guys have known for the past like 3 years now. So whenever they refill me up, I get really excited. So thank you again, Merit, for that. Also, I will link down some just little basic Merit information. This video is not sponsored by Merit, but I will give you guys a little link to their stuff because I really love Merit products. Back to the Rare Beauty moment. This has been the absolute best under eye brightener I've ever had my whole entire life, at least for like this season of my life. I have this under eye brightener in the color light medium. Wow, gorgeous. And I do actually use this like here too. Just blending that out. Okay, I really want to show you guys what this does to my under eyes. Wow. Oh my god, it blends so effortlessly. I don't even know what to say because it is so good. This Color Wise Me like app actually gives me like eyeshadow colors, lipstick colors. They don't actually mention cheek colors, but it's fine because I'm just going to match it to my lipstick anyway. These here are the tones that I'm supposed to have. It looks a little brighter on camera. So I'm going to be using this blush right over here by Rare Beauty, and I think this actually falls pretty perfectly into that. I'm just gonna literally go in with my brush here and I'm going to start going in. Oh, I didn't realize that would come out so intensely on. Okay, that's fine. We love blush. I tend to love monochromatic look, so we're gonna just put that on our eyes and we are going to diffuse in a little bit because definitely do not want to look crazy either. I will be contouring my nose though, just a tiny bit, because I think that'll be fine. And then I'm going to put this on my nose because I love blush on my nose. That looks so cute. Next up is going to be eyeshadow. I'm just going to do that as a base, but then I do have something fun. I do have the Monica shadow palette. I'm gonna go in with Chicken because that one is leaning cool. Frizzy is kind of leaning a little more cool toned, and so is this one. So actually I lied, this one's leaning warm. I'm like looking at it this way. I 100% need to go get like a cool toned palette. I think that is going to be very helpful. So I'm gonna go in with Chicken and hope that it's not too warm toned. It's not perfect. I'm gonna go in with the deep brown like I had mentioned. Is this even like pigmented? I can't tell. Okay, it is a little bit more pigmented, yep. And I like putting some there because I hear that that's how makeup artists do it. So like putting it up to your brow and kind of chiseling out your nose a little bit. The only thing I really want to contour right here, the slightest bit, that doesn't really add a lot of warmth to my face or anything. I don't know, I like her looking a little more snatched. Just to bring in a little bit more of that cool tone again, I'm gonna layer more of our melting blush from Rare Beauty. Beautiful. I always add the like leftover to my there. Let's just fill in our eyebrows and continue on from there. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in dark brown, which is basically black. I'm just gonna go in and like add some more strokes in there so that it's not looking so sparse. This is bringing the look back together now. All right, so I'm gonna go in with mascara, which is still the same as I usually do. I'm using the Colossal Waterproof Mascara in black. There are some seasons that actually should use brown. I will try to look those up and put them on the screen right here, but for deep winters, black is perfect. But I have also kind of in my everyday just been curling my lashes. This is like the best eyelash curler I've ever used. It's the Shiseido one. Now let's move on to our lips. I do want to try two colors together that I think might look good. I haven't actually tried this combo out yet. Oh, that does look good versus like, ooh. I'm looking at like my color palette. Do we like silver or do we like gold? So I'm gonna blend two of these together. This one here is Black Honey, the Clinique Almost Lipstick in Black Honey, and then this here is the Merit Tinted Lip Oil in Sangria. So I'm gonna mix those together because I have a feeling this is gonna be giving in my color palette. And the more berry, almost the better. So I'm gonna do that. So something about deep winters is that deeper colors like this is actually our neutral, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like in some photos when we wear like nude lipsticks in general, when we take photos or something, we look kind of like flat, right? Like you don't see your lips, nothing is standing out, and that's like what happens when you wear like some warm colors too. So because we have such dark features, our eyes are dark, our hair is dark, our eyebrows are dark, it's good to have lips that like are pretty bright too, because it balances everything out harmoniously. Going in with Sangria. It's crazy because it still kind of feels outside my comfort zone. I used to wear such nude colors. Right. So let me just contour my nose. I was like, something's off. My nose looks like it's broken. So what I do with my nose, just really quickly, is I go back to my under eye brightener because it's right by the under eye, and I just kind of go in with 2 dots like that. And I just use my concealer brush and I tighten the area like that, and I tighten this area like that. Not sure if that actually did anything, but I think it did. The more I look at myself, the more I think this is really pretty, but it is definitely a change. What are your thoughts? Let a girl know. So I have a feeling I should have like actually filmed with my blinds completely down, because this looks a lot better. And it's making the lips feel less intimidating. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments below, and I'm gonna do a before and after. So this is my before, and yeah, before and after of what that looks like. I don't know, it totally makes my eyes look brighter, I think, and it makes my features pop a little more. You guys let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. The lips look a lot more toned down now that the bright light isn't like in my face. It's, you know, a little more diffused, which I feel like I should have filmed this way. I know that for next time. I'm feeling fairly cute. Like I feel pretty. I feel really pretty. Which is crazy. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little more chaotic than usual. We made it to the end, and stay tuned for part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys later. Please again, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.